great player here named Tom Brady. And if you read in the last few weeks, he's been in the papers because he just got married. He married a girl named Giselle, who is considered by many to be the most beautiful and the highest paid model in the world. And the question is, why did she marry Tom Brady? And my answer is very simply this. When she first met him, he had on one of those shirts. So for you guys, think what that block-in will do for you. For you girls, remember, you marry a Michigan man, you're going to be set for life. But the weather, listen, yesterday, I'm sure that's one of the coldest days that we've had here in Ann Arbor that I can remember. Now, we get a little rain today. I haven't seen rain here in months and months. But this is what you need to know about the weather. There are hundreds of students across this country that wanted to be here today sitting where you are, and they were eliminated because as our selection committee made these decisions, they only chose people that they knew were tough enough to handle these Michigan winters. So you should feel very proud of yourself because you passed that test. I used to tell our players, you know, if you want to play in the North Atlantic, you got to train in the North Atlantic, which meant that we always practiced outside, regardless of the weather. And that should be something that you look forward to, these beautiful Michigan winters that you're going to have. But the most important reason that you should be proud about coming to Michigan is the people. That's really down through the history of this university. It has been the people, the faculty, the students, the leaders who have really made Michigan so special. When I was coaching, I used to tell our coaches, yeah, I want guys that can handle the academics. I want guys that can run fast and are big and strong. Most importantly, however, I want people brought here that are passionate about what the opportunities are that they have here at Michigan. People that love what they're doing. We had a football coach here at Michigan from 1900 to 1926. His name was Fielding Yost. He used to tell his players this. He said, no man can be a football player who does not love the game. Half-heartedness, lack of earnestness will eliminate any man from a football team. His love of the game must be genuine. It is not devotion to a fad that makes men play football. It is because they enjoy their struggle. Sounds a little like engineering. Enjoy the struggle. It's hard. It's going to be hard here. It's going to challenge you in ways that you've never been challenged. And that's why you want to come here. Because you're going to be surrounded in this city and on this campus and in this school of engineering by people who are passionate, who want to make a difference, who want to make this a better world to live in. Last October, I had an opportunity to hear Tom Friedman, the writer, speaker, speak over here in Ypsilanti. And he talked about, you know, he wrote the book, The World is Flat, and most recently, Hot, Flat, and Crowded. And on that day, he talked about the energy crisis more than anything else, and that our entire planet was dependent upon solving this crisis. And somebody left their cell phone on. I used to tell my players, there's only two types of people that have cell phones. Doctors and drug dealers. And I know there's no doctors in here. Tom Friedman, as I listened to him, and as I was thinking about what to say to you, I thought, my God, what an exciting time it is to be in engineering. Because what he talked about was this, and more than anything else, it would be our leadership. He said, this is going to get really painful. Now, this was before the economic collapse. He said, this is going to really be painful. And the key is that in our universities, in our educational system, that we teach and train people who will then go out and solve all the problems that we're going to be faced with. And the last thing is, you talk about the alumni, the people that you're going to be affiliated with. Back in December, I got a phone call from a Michigan alum, invited me to go out to Long Beach, California for, they call the TED Conference. Maybe some of you are familiar with it. I did not know, because as a football coach, I lived for 28 years in a pretty cloistered life, like living in a submarine, you know, for 6 months a year. You work 6 days a week, you come out, play a game on Saturday, you go back in, do the same thing over and over and over again. But I had an opportunity to go to